Right, this is a walk starting from Poole in Wharfdale. I'm going to be crossing this field, going up round Riffa Woods, which is in somewhere in that direction, going up over the top of those hills there and back down into Poole in Wharfdale, Otley. You can park your car at the petrol station and a little road there. This bridge here is a little bit tricky to get over if you've got dogs and you've got to come through this little sty here. But that's enough of that, let's get on with the walk. The walk is roughly around 7 miles, depending on which way you can go. You can extend it to about 9 or 10 if you feel like walking all the way down to Otley and back up again. That's 13 mile. I've done that one, but today I'm just going to do the 7 mile one. I won't film it all, it'll take ages, and I won't be talking all the way through it neither. I'll just show you the key points where you have to cross. When you get to the end of this field, there's a sty, and then you go directly across the road. So it's literally opposite, into another field and up the top. You can see there where the grass is lighter. I'll be going up through that field there, and then I'll be going along over there into Riffa Woods, which you can't actually see from here, and then I'll be circling back round over the top behind that field up there, up into Stainburn, down into Leathley, which is over there, and I come back across the path, back down these fields and back down this field and back to the car. There's Riffa Woods over there, just in view now. So this is the Wasburn Valley, east of Otley. Blubberhouse Moors up there, Harrogate is that way, Otley is down that way, and that's the village of Poole in Wharfdale. Otley Sheving up there. I'll just give you an idea where I am. What are you doing? I will have to pause the video when I get to the end of this field to get these 3 dogs over 2 sties. Luckily it's not a very busy road, but this time of morning it's busier than usual. Everybody going to work, and it's about 15 degrees at the moment, so I can imagine I'm going to be stripping a few layers off by the time I've finished. I feel warm already, and I've only had come across half a field. Very breezy, but it's very warm. It's September. Wow, it's crazy weather at the moment for September. We don't normally have it like this. I've got 2 dogs here, Mum, Dad, and he's the pup. Now Mum and Dad are used to going, excuse me, over sties. Well, this one isn't, so I will have to pause the video so I can struggle and get him across this road. He's a bit dumb. He's only a year old, still got a lot to learn. Don't worry about them, they won't go far. We have a gate. Right, as you can see, gate out here and stay directly across the road there. I will have to pause to get my dogs over this road. Right, I'm over the road. Bit of a tricky moment with puppy dog Bear, who decided to run up the road rather than over the stye. He's slipped his collar. So anyway, we're here. So yeah, we go up this field here. There are a few more styes along this route, but at least they're not near main roads where he can get scared and run off. I didn't think he'd slip his collar, but he did. Oh dear. Luckily the car stopped for him. Go on. Last time I came here with my daughter, there were a whole load of young female cows with their calves, and boy did they make us jump, because we had the dogs and the dogs were on the lead and there was a fence all the way, so we were walking actually in these, because the fence post, as you can see there, we actually had to be on the other side of it, walking through all this, and they charged at us because they saw the dog. My daughter fell in the nettles. I just stood there and put my arms up and shouted really loud, and they suddenly came to a standstill. It was very scary when you see a whole load of mother cows charging towards you. But I guess they were checking on their babies and protecting their babies, which is natural. But it wasn't very good for us, frightened the life out of us. Katie was stung to the devil all the way over her body and arms. Not a very pleasant experience. Today they've gone, so we're safe. Come on, go. sun there. So yeah, that's utterly Shevin right there, where those white houses are. So that's the top of what we call Pool Bank. That down there is Arthington. There's Arthington Viaduct there. I get a better view of that up along the top. Oh, looks like they've planted a whole load of trees here since last time. I was here last year. Just shows how much change has gone off in a year, because those trees, those baby trees, you can see, they were not there. So they've recently planted those. Oh, nice. Come on then. Go through. So the public footpath straight up there. So this is a little bit of a boring bit, so I might put you on pause until I get to the top of here, but it's just a direct straight line up there. So I've just reached the top of that little bit. Looking back down, that's the gate that I came through right at the bottom, so just a bit of a boring bit of stretch there. That's looking again over towards Sheving. There's all these young baby trees that they've planted. So yeah, we're just going to carry along here. If you just keep this fence to your right hand side, and now all these new trees to the left. No problem. Oh. She's already pacing herself. She knows we're out on a hike. If we take her to the local park or a local walk where we're only a half an hour to an hour, she's normally running around like crazy. She knows when I've got my rucksack that it's a hike. Not daft, are the dogs? Go on, apart from this one. He's totally stupid. Uh-oh. I do hope those cows are in a field that has a fence around it. Yes, they do. Come on. We have to go this way. Although it looks like you can go that way, you're not allowed, you have to go this way. So yeah, those are fenced off doggies, so we're fine. And so can you get over that without me having to carry you this time? Let's have a go. Come on then, you two can. Come on, Ezra. How are you going to do it? Right. I'm going to have to carry him over. God damn it, dog. I'm already shattered. I'm shattered. It's too heavy for me to have to do that. Let's hope there aren't many more. I can't remember how many more there are along here. That's a bit of a beast, isn't it? That's it. Pretty much it. Go! Hey, go. He's keeping an eye on his cows and his dogs. Coral now. Yes, I'm watching you. Go. Hello. Hey. Uh-oh. Coral, stop. Coral! No. Come here. You're okay, she can't get into you. I wouldn't allow her to. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Come on. Come. Oh. Right. Another one of these. I'm going to have to carry it in, so over this one. So I'll put you on pause again in a minute. Let me just check there's nothing there. And another one down there. So I'll put you on pause until I get over these two. There's one here and one just down there. Well, they managed to get under the gate of this one. What a palaver. He's going to have to learn to jump over these like the other two. I'll try it. I've already had to take a layer of clothing off. I just looked on my camera now whilst I took a jumper off, and it's actually now 19 degrees and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, look at that. Now the other half live, eh? Beautiful. That building there, that wooden building there, is an indoor swimming pool. Can't be bad, eh? And they've got tennis courts, massive grounds. Wonder what they do for a living. Absolutely stunning. Two separate dwellings. That is one dwelling though, and that is another dwelling, equally substantially very large. I love their pond. I could live there. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's a boat. Hey, come on, it's not real. Could it? Yeah. There's no wire along the fences. I think he thought that bird was real. My dogs can be quite embarrassing at times. Isn't that stunning? Water lilies out still. Hey. When we get here, we actually turn right down. I just want to show you this building here. I'm not sure what it is. It's just a little bit of a walled garden inside there. That's very cute. Yeah, walled garden. There is another path here. Public footpath goes up there to Stainburn also. And I will be coming back along this route and going back down past that house, but I'm doing this circular here. I'm putting the woods into it. That looks like a crusher that they put cows into to give them injections, and the vets around and anything else I have to do. Yep. So we came up there. I wanted to show that little building, but we go. So when you get there, you turn right. You go along this path. And this takes you directly into the woods, into what we call Riffa Woods. Wow, that sun is hot. Come here. Probably fine. Close the gate. There's another footpath that goes off up there. Again, they all go up to Stainburn and continuing down here. And there's another. Oh! Right, I think that does lead back down to where I said we can't go that way, we have to go straight up. It looks like it does, but from the bottom there was no indication saying you could come up here, but there is an arrow saying you can go down. See, I've walked up and around that field and come down this way. I could have come that way. Okay, across towards the Shevin again. And over to Arlington. Open this gate because I am not. There we go, that saved me lifting them over another stone. I'm going to do that one another day and see if I'm right. Or I could go back down that way. See what it's got to. There's only one footpath that comes up from that road, so it's got to lead to it. And coming up that way would have saved me having to lift that lump of meat there over 3 styes. They're crafty sometimes, the farmers, aren't they? If they don't want you walking up a particular part, they'll not mark it as a footpath, but that clearly said footpath down the other way. Oh, some shade. Very breezy, but it's extreme. That sun is extremely warm. I've been having a bit of a rethink about this walk, only from the point of view, these two I have no problem with at all. I can get them to walk at the side of me along a main road without any lead on, no problem. But puppy dog there, not so great at the moment. It's got a lot of learning to do. And I said I was going to go up to Stainburn, but I've just realised I've got a 2.5 mile walk down the road, and although morning, oh, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Very warm, isn't it? Where was I? Yeah, although I'm confident with my other 2 dogs, I'm not confident with him, and I do have my lead, well, all 3 leads, but I won't be able to film it and put him on a lead at the same time. Camera will be all over the place. So, now we've come to here. We have an option of going through there, but I am not doing that. I'm going to walk up the side of this field here, because that looks terribly overgrown. We've had some rain. I'm not doing that. So let's go through here. We are allowed to do this, so I don't think you're not allowed to do that. Bike, that cyclist, where's he come from? He must have come down through the field. I'll just fasten this gate. Right, so we'll keep to the edge of the field. I know it's a stubble field now, so it's not really that important. But we'll keep to, yeah, that is terribly overgrown. I'm not walking up through there at all. Yeah, that cyclist has come down this way. I can see his tracks. So we've got to walk up through here and look at the view. Hopefully you can see that because the sun is right over there. Again, looking back on where I came from, you see right down there is the garage where I've parked my car. Oh, what a beautiful day. Yeah, so what was I saying? I don't think I'm going to go around Stainburn, which is a bit of a shame. He's not... Yeah, he does walk on the lead, but he... unlike the other two, I can say wait, stay, wait, and they'll walk at my side the whole time. He will just constantly sniff and pull me and drag me. He's learning, he's getting better, but majority of my walks I do like this, so in all fairness, yeah, it's my fault. He hasn't done a lot of lead work. He's never really needed to. I'm gonna put you on pause until I get up top of here. You don't want to hear me puffing and panting. I'm not an avid walker, I'm not an extremely fit walker. I'm trying to get my fitness levels down after an operation I had a couple of years ago, and that looks like a bird of prey up there. So yeah, it's taking its time. What is that? I don't know if I can zoom into that. I can't see, the sun is shining, looks like a hawk. So I'll put you on pause, and you don't want to hear me going, I'm already doing it. So I've just come to the top of that steep hill to me, but a doddle to most people. And look at the view across there now. Uninterrupted view. Beautiful. This is why I wanted to show you the viaduct. Now, it's over there. Hopefully you can see that, because I can't, I've got the sun. So I'm kind of in the middle of some stunning scenery and countryside. So lucky. I only live 5 minutes away from here. This is not a very well known path. Maybe the local people know it, but not many people actually do it for some reason. Better for us. I've always said to myself, when I did a lot of walking many years ago, I used to go up into the Lake District, up into the Dales and do lots of walking. I always said to myself, if I met somebody on a walk, it wasn't a good walk. Meaning, it was too easy. Having said that, this walk, for some reason, is not a very popular one for walkers. Either they don't know it, even though they live round here, or they just don't bother doing it, but it's absolutely stunning. I love it, especially when you get into the woods down there. The woods are so magical, beautiful. And the fact that you can do parts of this walk, you can shorten the walk, you can lengthen the walk. I don't understand why not many people do it. A friend of mine that does a lot of walking I can't go with her because she does hills that are not suitable for my fitness level at the moment until I get better. But I told her about this walk and she said, oh, I had no idea. She says, I've done round Leathley and Stainburn, but she's not actually done this particular one. But incredible. Go on. Okay, you can see that right in the distance is Ilkley Moor, Baildon Moor, going off over towards Skipton. Breeze, so nice. Go, 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 go. Come, go underneath my feet. Stunning. Most of my videos on this channel are sight and sound only, but I felt I wanted to tell people this walk, just in case anybody felt like doing it, and giving you the odd, hopefully helpful directions round. I was originally going to go down the canal. I was going to start from Skipton and walk down to Silsden, but the total length there and back, because I'd have to go back for my car, is 14 miles. I didn't really feel like doing a 14-mile walk today, because it's actually quite warm, and the dogs need to get drink periodically, and along the canal there's not very good water on there at the moment, so I opted to do this one instead, and I'm still debating whether to do the full circle with him. It'd be a shame, because I need like to show you going around the the road bit, but if I have to keep pausing constantly because of him, I'll leave. So there we go. Right, I'm going to pause it here for a minute because this is just very much a lot of the same thing. Right, I've come to the end of that very long, windy path, which was pretty boring if you're watching me doing the whole thing. As you can see, I'm still on that same route. And you come to this field here. The woods are across there. Now you've got an option of going round the edge of the field up there and then to that fence there and then walk down, or you can go along here and up. We're going to the corner over there. Normally when they've got sheep or cows in here, they'll have fenced it off, so you have to go that way anyway, but they've taken the fence down, meaning we can go this way. It's a bit undulated, is this field. So if I fall over, it's on video, I'm afraid, because I actually don't edit my videos. What's in it is in it, it stays there. I just pause periodically, so you're not watching a lot of the same old thing. We're going to go in there, in those woods. Okay. That's Stainburn up there, right at the top. Off you go. Coral's staying near me. It'll be a different kettle of fish when she gets into those woods. She'll be off like a rocket. She just loves chasing squirrels and rabbits and sheep if she could, if I let her. I won't let her do that, absolutely no. She's learning. What have you seen? Yeah, I call her my little cow bag. But she is adorable. I think she's sensed some rabbits at the bottom of the fit. Yeah, she's seen some rabbits down there. Ah, you're not going for them? She never catches one. She is extremely fast, but they've always gone down a hole before she gets to her. And you, naughty puppy dog, are copying your mum. Cody the other male dog, he's a good boy. Very intelligent dog. Ain't you? Very responsive, very intelligent. Doesn't like men though. Don't know why. No one has ever hurt him. But he just doesn't like men. And I know him because I bred him. So I know his story, I know his life, and I just cannot fathom out for the life of me why he doesn't like men. Coral is fine. Enzo's too dopey to realise what's going on half of the time. She'll find me. We're going over to this corner down here. Otherwise I'd be traipsing through a stream. So yeah, you can walk along the edge of the fence there, to that corner there and walk down, or you can just come do a diagonal straight across. I'm hoping I can get down this bit, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. We've had a lot of rain. I might not be able to get down. I might have to walk round. Oh, you look like you've been in. Can I get down there? No, I'm not doing that. Right, we'll go round. Sometimes I wish I had 4 legs. It's so much easier to do these. Oh, what's happened there? Stream goes around there. So I'm not sure whether cutting directly diagonally is any quicker than going along the fence line. No, I'm not going down that way. Right, you have to come to this bit. I'm going to do the safe bit. Let me do the safer route. This is how you get across. There is no other way of getting across other than on these stepping stones. And you're all thinking right now, is she or isn't she? I've made it. So a bit dark, you can't see that, can you? Come on. There we go. And to the left is the gate to go into the woods. And now I am going to put you on pause until I figure out what the heck's happened to my camera. You seem to have gone dark. So I'll have a look. Yeah. Gosh, of a trek in this heat up there. These woods are beautiful. I'm not going to walk round them. I'm going to stop and have something to eat here while I contemplate on doing what I originally was going to do. Bull in field. Well, that's not a goddamn good sign, is it? Because this is where I would have to come. I can't see a bull at the minute, but there's no gate closed down there. And that's not up there. Right. I don't know where this bull is, if it's out or not. But if I do my walk, I have to go down here, and I keep following the path. It's quite self-explanatory. And then when you get to the end, you turn left, and you just keep turning left. You walk along the road for about 2.5 miles, turn left, and then turn left on yourself. That over there, up over that hill there, goes to Arnscliffe Crag, which if anybody watches Emmerdale, you will have seen Arnscliffe Crag sometimes on it. But yeah, you have to trek up over the top of that hill. The path goes along the bottom there, the other side of that fence, and then you have to, it's not very clear. It's not very clearly marked at all. That farmer there, I think, is removed signs. You have to actually climb over a fence. So when I got there, I thought, well, this path doesn't actually go here. So I doubled back. Then I saw another walker actually climbing over the fence. So what he's done is put an extra fence panel and taken the stay out, basically. He don't want people going, but it is a walk. So, another naughty farmer. Right, I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to have something to eat and cool off a bit. Yes, I'm dripping. It is extremely warm. Right. I've had something to eat. Sorted my camera out. If in doubt, just switch it off and switch it back on again. So this is the woods now. You can see it in its glory. Right, come on. I have decided, seeing as I set off this morning with the intentions of doing this full circle, I've decided that I will do it. Now, let's just hope that bull is not in the field. I don't know how he's going to react. But I'm not looking... Oh. I'm not liking the look of that cloud over there. That rain. Hey! Leave it alone. Shh. I don't know if I'm going to get wet. Either way, I've still got a long walk back to the car. I've been putting you on pause, but I've actually been walking for quite some time, so I keep putting you on pause. Let's go for it. Come here. No, we're not going over that. Hey, come here. Good girl. Cody. Wait. Oh, Enzo. Come here, let me get that stick coral. Oh, it's gone. Come here. Wait. There's that balls in that fit. Coral, come here. Coral! Come here. Wait. Oh, Enzo, you have just rolled in cow dung. That's horrendous. If that ball's in this field, we're not going. Oh. Is that a bull? Come here. Come here. Climb up on this fence and see. Come here. That looks like a bull to me, and I've got to get over there. Oh. Come here. Oh, frick. Sorry, guys. There is no way. A bull is there. They might be laid down. I don't know which field he's in. Come here. Is he in this field or the next field? Enzo, you're a disgrace. Well, there's not just one bull, there's two. And they're in the next field. Oh no. There's one there. Oh, where's he gone? One there. And one there. And they are in the next field, and I know the next field is much bigger. It's not like I could sprint across here if I really had to do and get out of its way, but there's no way I can outrun a bull in that next field. It's a big field. So we're off back through the woods. Sorry guys, but I am not risking it. After being chased by cows last year, there is no way I'm going to be chased by a bull. And not one, but two of the bloody things. Damn. Well, that's spoilt that one. Now, I know why this walk's pretty quiet today. Nobody's taking that risk. Enzo, you're a disgrace. You need to go in the bathroom. Oh, you stink dog. You just rolled in cow muck. Bloody hell, dog. Oh, Enzo, I can smell you here. That's awful. You've got to get in the car and get home. Come here. Come here. Sit. Come here. Sit down. Sit down. Come here. Look at the state of that. You disgrace. Why is it always you? Talk to him, Coral. Tell him he's not supposed to do things like that. So let's go for a walk through the woods and back. I think what I might do is try that other path on the way back down. So yeah, if you want to do this walk, it is actually quite a pleasant walk. Get the map, and when you get through these woods, like I say, you just keep turning left. You go direct straight across that other field, and it's a direct straight line. You come out onto the road and you just keep going left, come to the end of the road, turn left. And then you come to that long path that he was on down here. Oh, I'm not walking on him. In this woods somewhere, there's what they call an Indian stone. I'm not actually sure what an Indian stone is. I've never actually found it. I have looked for it, but when I find the information, I'll put it into the description. You might already know what an Indian stone is, but I forgot. It was last year when I read about it, and I've slept since then. She's looking for squirrels now. I just love this this path that comes up here. This stone path. Looks like something out of Harry Potter, not Harry Potter, the other one, Lord of the Rings. Bilbo Bog. Is it Bilbo Baggins in Lord of the Rings, or is he in Harry Potter? Have I got them mixed up? I've no idea. I don't watch Harry Potter, believe it or not, but if I've said Bilbo Baggins and he's actually in Harry Potter, how come I know his name? I don't know. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I have watched a few because I've had to, due to family wanting to watch them, but I'm not really a fan, to be honest with you. But I do like Lord of the Rings. There's Bilbo Baggins, is it? That creepy looking creature that takes the ring. My mind ain't thinking this morning. I don't even know what time it is now, to be honest with you. It could be near lunchtime now. No, can't see. These woods in the spring are pretty awesome. With the bluebells that come up. I'll have to come back up in the spring. We're in between at the moment, aren't we? September. All the flowers and everything are dying off, but we just haven't quite got the autumnal colours coming through until mid-October, when it's at its peak and its best. So again, here really, most of these are pine trees anyway, so not much colour change in here. It's just the spring, all that is covered in bluebells, so you can imagine what that will look like. Go on, you smelly thing. Oh, you're a disgrace to the dog world, and so I'll have to have you, I might have to take you to the vets, have you put down. Joking, I'd never do that. He's such a dopey dog, it's unbelievable. But you've got to get in my car smelling like that, Enzo, because I've got no way of washing you before that and getting you home. So, there isn't even any water in this stream to throw you in. That little bit, but it's not deep enough. Yep, come on. Out of all those 3 dogs, he is the one that has to roll in everything. Fox poo, sheep poo, horse poo, every poo you find. Right, come on. People? I best warn them if they're thinking about going up through the field with the bulls in. Yes, Enzo. It's not deep enough though, is it, to wipe that stink off you? So we're coming back over this stream now. I'll let them have a drink. It's been a while for them. And so it'd be really nice if you'd lay down and get all that poo off you. In the summer I like to usually stop here and have a little bit of a picnic there. And I come with my daughter. My daughter absolutely loves this walk. She'll be gutted when I tell her that I've been on it, but not so much when I tell her about the bull. This is her favourite walk. She likes to the woods. Says it reminds her of little pixies and fairies and stuff. And he'd say, you do realise they don't actually exist. She's 37, by the way. Yeah, so she's not like 10 or 12 old, still believing in them. Right, might as well do a diagonal. Yes. Now that beautiful weather that I was in 10 minutes ago is changing. We have got now dark clouds, and I hope I can get back to the car before that rain comes. I'm a bit sorry I wasn't able to do that full walk with you. But I'm not risking my life for a video. But I hope you've enjoyed this one so far. And if you want to watch any of my videos where I actually don't do any talking on, they're on the channel as well. A group of ramblers. They look a bit... they're looking a bit lost to me. Unless they're all just stood chatting. Like I say, I don't see very many people actually ever done this walk. So I'm actually wondering whether, because this farmer is quite naughty for moving signs, putting extra fence panels up across where a sty should go. See, at the end of this field, actually, there isn't any directional sign for anyone to go. It's only that I know it because I've done it quite a few times. and that's hence why I'm doing this talking one on here, because if I told you I'm doing this walk and I'm going up there and around there, you would just get totally lost. A few of the signs are there and some of them aren't, and you would end up walking around fields in a big circle like I did the very first time I came up. And it's not fun using all that energy. So I'm going to see, a wasp just flew into my face then. I'm going to see, yeah, they've gone straight down thinking they can get across. Now they've got to walk all the way over there to try and find a way out. At least they're going in the right direction. But now, as you can see, you get to this point here and there's no way to tell you which way to go. That is the sign. It's pointing that way, but there's nothing to tell you whether to go that way, or down there like they have. Very naughty. And nothing. Oh, hang on. Oh right, sorry, I take that back. There is one. They have failed to see it. Okay. Well, they're heading in the right direction anyway. So that's a good sign. Right, I'm going to switch off because I'm just turned back on the long path I was on this morning earlier on. And head back to the car. But I am going to see whether I can get down that other path that didn't have a sign coming up the way but has a sign going down. Very confusing. I'm going to see. So as you can see now, I'm right back here again, and I'm a bit gutted that I didn't get to do that one really, to go through Stoneburn village. All it does is just a loop round, turning left, and it actually brings you back down to this path here that I'm already on. So it's an extra, from where the bulls are, it's probably an extra 2.5 mile. Is our road till you get back onto this path again. I think the next walk I'll do is along the canal that I intended to do this morning until I changed my mind. I had 3 or 4 different routes this morning in my head. Where do I go? I was thinking of going along the River Wharf, from Burnstill up to Grassington, but then you said that the river is flooding in parts, and as I've got a stupid dumb dog there, he would have jumped in the water and probably got swept away in some parts. So I'll do that when it's not so. I did see it yesterday and it was flowing pretty fast, and as you get further up into the dales it can be quite strong. So if the path had been flooded, it wouldn't have been very good. Then I thought, okay, I'll do the canal. As I was driving over, I just saw big thick black clouds, So hence I came back over here. So alright, I'll do this one. So for a good hour this morning I was driving in 3 different directions, debating and deciding where to go. But yeah, we're back here. Now, there's so many different routes around here. When you get through Riffa Woods, instead of turning left where the bulls are, you can actually stay inside the woods and turn right, and it brings you down to the bottom of the woods there, and then you can cross over a very busy road and it takes you across to the other side of the river from where I'm parked. You have to go through a farmer's field and negotiate that again, where there's no damned footpath signs, so you need to get a map. But there are many routes, and that's very confusing if you don't actually know the area and you don't know where you're going. Again, why you don't see many people doing it, I think. So that over there, like I mentioned earlier on, is up towards Ilkley Moor and over to Skipton. And I'm going to leave you here because I'm just going to be going down here across. Oh, where am I? Oh yeah, right over there. That's where my car is, just over there. So we'll be just walking down that pathway that we came up. So I'll see you if you like the video. Actually no, I'm going to leave you on while I find out whether that path does actually go down where I need it to go down to. Might as well, while I'm here, I might as well explore it. But I'll put you on hold until I get there, because it's quite a bit, and again it's just all same old path. So right, I'm back here, and it seems you can go this way. Obviously there's a sty there, and there is obviously that sign there saying you can go down there. I'm not going to do the sty, and I'm not going to do that sty, so I'll go back through here. That fence is down, so I'm going to go that way. Right, be careful doggies over here, because this fence isn't supposed to be like that. You're meant to come over that sty there, but I'm not carrying the dogs. So yeah, let's see. So I'm really back where, well, you'll see, that long walk was along there. Come on. And if this takes me back to where I think it does, this is so much easier than carrying that, and especially now he's filthy and covered in flipping cow muck. I don't have to carry him over 3 sties. So let's see if it comes out where I think it does. I've just been walking off camera now for a good 2 miles. I didn't think you needed to see what you've already seen on my way up there. And the sun, look there, there's those cows again. So I walked to see if that fence there, there was a sty there. I walked up along that fence there, past them cows if you remember, and then there was a sty right there where that second tree is, that cluster, and then another sty, and then I walked all the way around there to meet that path there, when I could have just come straight up here. Wow, live and learn. That's because I've always done the walk from pool in this direction, never the opposite way round, and there is no sign down there saying you can come up this way. Come on, off you go. I'm all for the easy routes when I've got dogs with me. And see, last time we didn't have puppy dog here. Last time, the other two, and the problem. But I have noticed on quite a few of my walks this year since having puppy dog here, a few of them are out of bounds until he learns to jump. He can jump up on the sofa, but he will not jump up into the car. I have to lift him into the car. I have to carry him over stairs. I have to carry him over walls. I don't know what's wrong with him, he just won't do it. And yet he can jump. He's got a little learning to do because there's no way I'm lifting him constantly. He weighs a ton. He really does. He's a very heavy dog. Yeah, I shall remember this in future. So we don't have to go up there, over that sty, and round that field. You can go that way. That is so much easier. I wish I'd have known that before. Now you live and learn. Every time I go out, I find a new path. I tend to explore them if I can, and try not to get too lost. But I knew I wouldn't get lost here because I can see exactly where I need to be. But I've gone off and explored paths, and at some point I've often thought, gosh, I'm going to have to ring emergency services here to come and get me because I've absolutely no idea where the hell I am. But if you don't explore these paths, you don't see the countryside. You need to explore, don't you? I don't know what we can say. Yeah, you need to explore them, but it's a good idea to have a rough idea where you are first. I got myself totally lost last week, and I ended up having to climb up sheer rock face on my hands and knees to get back to where I needed to be. I swear to God, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I thought I was going to die. I was so exhausted, I just really didn't. I got to a point where I sat down and I thought to myself, I really don't know what I'm going to do here. I was extremely exhausted by the time I got back, and that's because when I did finally get back to the right path, during the holidays some children had been and switched all the signs around. Very naughty thing to do, very naughty. And it threw me right off. I think I was a good hour and a half trying to find my way back to where I should have been. Quite scary actually. I know I had my phone with me and I had signal, but my problem was, well, how do I tell people where I am if I don't know where I am? It's not a very good experience and not one I won't care to repeat. So I am a little bit reluctant now in my thinking to stick to the routes that I know, rather than, I see, like up there I did point out other routes and other paths that went up to Stainburn, but if it's the same farmer that owns all that land and he keeps removing signs or putting fence posts up, like that fence post there for example has got 1, 2, 3, 4 posts. If it's a sty or a cut through, they're meant to have just the 2 and a little step over. but he's then filled them in, so you really don't know whether you should be going over them or not until you actually see somebody else doing it. You don't realise. So I'm a little bit reluctant to explore those ones, and although yes, I know this area and I don't want to be walking through farmers' land that I'm not supposed to be on and get shouted at by a farmer for straying off the path. Where my dogs are? Oh, you're all there. They're not in front of me, they're all right behind me. So yeah, I'm a little bit reluctant to explore now. I shall stick to what I know. Or when I do go out, I won't be going out with the camera like this. I'll go out with my daughter and the GPS, because I'm using my phone to record, so I can't use the GPS and record at the same time. So I'd have to go out with my daughter and explore a new route with my phone, her GPS, my GPS, because I've got a battery pack as well. So if her phone dies, battery dies, I've got a very strong battery pack to put mine on charge, or hers back on charge, and then use my phone while hers is charging up. So that's how we do it, really. That's how we tend to explore different routes and make sure that we get round completely. Then we'll take a screenshot of the route on the GPS thing and save it and do it again another time without getting 100% lost. But just lately, she's not been in a mood for a walk over this last. You see, there looks like a path goes round there, doesn't it? But again, there's no indication. Let me have a look. I don't know what those mean. I'm going to have to have a look, read up on that, what that means. That sign. But it does look like someone's been walking through there. What is that? I have no idea what that means. Come on, yeah, but it does look like someone's walked up there. But, oh, hey, you were right under me. Sorry, sweetheart. You were right under my feet then, Cody. But I know I have to go this way because my car's down there. But what I was saying, yeah, Katie hasn't really wanted to do a walk for a whole year now, because she's been quite upset that she's been renting a house out for the last 10 years, and now the landlady has decided to sell a house. Her children were born in that house, and she did offer to buy it, and she hoped that the landlady would come down a bit in price, bit for, you know, yeah, you've been a great tenant. She's done a lot of work to the house that she didn't have to do, but the landlady wouldn't do any work. So her and her partner did quite a lot of work to the house. Landlady was quite happy to allow her to do it. But yeah, they've increased the value of the house, that now the landlady wouldn't let her buy, wouldn't let her knock off the amount of money that they put into the house, which I think is pretty shit, to be honest with you. She's tried absolutely appallingly. So she's been a bit down. She still hasn't got anywhere to live. She's living with me. Got my grandchildren and my daughter now living with me. And yeah, things are a little bit strange, should I say. I'm not used to having such young children around me. It's been a long time. But we're all adapting, we're all having to. At least they're back at school now. But she just doesn't know what to do now. Rents are too high, mortgages. And she has a good wage. She has a very good wage. She's a mental health nurse in the private sector. But she's still struggling to get an affordable mortgage. So I don't know what she's going to do. It's trying to find the right rentable house in the right area that she needs so she can get her kids to school. And work from there. In the meantime, she's with me, and she has been now since June of this year. So she's not been up for walking or going out anywhere, which I don't blame her. She's got so much stress going off in her life right now. But I do say to her, well, come on, you need to get out in the country, forget about it. But she says, no, I'm not in the mood, Just saying, hopefully I can get her back out. And hopefully she'll be able to sort her life out. But at 37 you don't expect to become homeless with your children. And I feel for her. And I'm absolutely appalled, to be honest with you, how the landlady has treated her. She's put at least 15 over the 10 years of doing the house. Her partner has totally re-landscaped the back garden, put new fence around, fantastic patio, artificial grass. He's kept it to so it's low maintenance. Retiled and replastered the kitchen, the bathroom, replastered all the bedrooms upstairs because damp was coming in and the landlady was refusing to do it. So they've done a heck of a lot of work to the house, and she's turned around and wanted to knock a few thousand off the asking price and hopefully stay there. Landlady said, no, I want the asking price. Oh, good luck to you, love. There's a lot of problems with that house, and I don't know whether she got the asking price. But it's a bit of a weird one because it doesn't say that it's been sold. It's not on the website saying it's been sold, yet Katie's had to move out because they told her it was sold. Now normally when you go onto a website, the estate agent's website, it will say sold, and this one doesn't. So I've no idea what's happening, but we'll find out because she's got some good people that live on that street that are going to let her know exactly what happens to the house. But it is what it is, she can't do anything about it. But there, I am now back at that sty that goes directly across the road where my dog shot off up the road this morning. And diagonally across to the bridge where my car is. So instead of losing my dog up the road, yeah, it's a little bit busier now as well. As the day this morning, it wasn't actually really that busy. So yeah, there we go. That's the stay. I've got to get my dog over that, across the road, through that gate, and my car is at the end of that field where that bridge is. So I'll leave you with this. Hope you enjoyed the walk, and sorry it didn't there's the woods that I went through there, right up there, and yeah, you can see that big hill just at the top between the two lots of wood. That's where the bull was. So there's no way I was going to risk going through there with two of them. I might be outrun one bull, but I'm not going to risk outrunning two. And besides, I don't know what the dogs would have done. And if I'd have put them on the leads and run for it, one of them would have tripped me up. So it's not worth taking the risk. Even walking quietly through, they could have just turned and charged us, especially with me having the dogs. So it's not worth the risk. Okay, well, if you like the video, my other ones, like I say, are normally sight and sound only. Press the like button and watch a few others. I think the next one, I think I will go down the canal, to be honest with you, and do that. I'm thinking Skipton down to Silston or something like that. That would be a nice one. It's actually a nice one, but it's a long one, especially when I have to go back up it again for the car. It's quite a long walk. I'll see. Okay, bye for now. See you in the next one. Take care.